Welcome, food travelers. I'm Micah.
And I'm Simon.
In this video, we're comparing the 3 buffets in Seattle. And the 3 buffets that are open right now is Feast Buffet located in Renton, Mizuki Buffet located in Tukwila, and the Falls Buffet located in Snoqualmie. And these 3 buffets, they all have very similar daily operating times. They all open at 11 a.m. and they all close roughly 9 to 10 p.m. around that time. And they all 3 buffets have very similar price as well. I believe Feast and Mizuki both have a price of $20.99 per person for adults and $21.99 for Falls Buffet. And these pricing are for lunchtime.
Yeah, Micah, and to kind of go through the beginning here, we're going to go through some of the stations and kind of show what each stations from the buffets show. Kind of in my opinion, they're kind of all set up pretty similar. They have their stations that kind of set on the outer edges, and then all the seating is more, kind of anywhere else where there's a little bit of space. If you want to see kind of more in-depth video for each of these videos, you can actually get the link in the description box below, and you can watch the individual episodes themselves. But yeah, pretty much to me, it seemed like all these were pretty similar, other than the size. I know for Feast, that one, to me, I was probably pretty much kind of in awe, and it kind of sounds weird that I would say that, but the size of it was just huge. So when I walked in, it was just like this humongous place of food, like wonderness, if you can say that.
Yeah, definitely. Feast definitely had a larger size and the most out of the 3 that we are comparing here today. Mizuki, they have a pretty large selection as well, and kind of like Feast, they are also an Asian style buffet. So a lot of these items here you'll see is a lot of Asian items here.
Also, something I kind of wanted to throw out there was the location. We do describe the location in the episodes, and Micah mentioned them a little bit earlier, but to kind of summarize everything, both Feast and Mizuki, it's about a 15 to 20 minute drive south of downtown Seattle, so they're relatively close. And the Falls Buffet, that one is the one that's actually kind of much more further out. It's, I would say, about 30 to 45 minutes east of downtown Seattle, so it's quite a bit of a drive to get out to that one.
With Falls Buffet, they are much further out, but I mean, it also comes with the territory too. You have like the nicer mountain views if you do get a window spot, so keep that in mind if you want like a really nice view. That is a better one to go to. And also with the Falls, they do have more unique items here. Like with the Falls Buffet, you see items that both Mizuki and Feast won't have, kind of like with the duck and with the ossobuco and some of these other items.
Yeah, and of course, this is at the time of filming. They did provide the ossobuco when we were there. And I do know that they do change their menus here and there, so if you do go try, it may not be there, but there might be something else replacing it, because with the chefs at these buffets, they generally have your kind of dishes that they always kind of keep as a standard, but then there's these special dishes where they'll kind of interchange in and out depending on the season that we are in terms of food, and kind of what are the things they can get ingredient wise.
Yeah, so keep that in mind too. Even at these time of recording, some of the items that you do see here for lunchtime, it may not be there when you're actually at the buffet. When you do visit these buffets, don't be alarmed and come back and say, hey, what happened to this item? I saw it in your video. Why isn't it here?
And to kind of continue, we kind of put the pros and cons. And for the Feast Buffet, one of the pros is kind of the offerings of the food in the station and the size. There's just a lot of things to choose from. Like I said earlier, it's a huge place, so they definitely have lots and lots of different dishes to go kind of explore and try, and to kind of get a good feel for what kind of food offerings that they have. One of the other things is also location. As mentioned earlier, they are closer to downtown Seattle, so if you are visiting and you are in downtown, at least it's not a really long drive to get to the location. In terms of cons, we really didn't have too much. We were kind of discussing this over and over, and we just we couldn't find anything. The food overall was really nice, and the service was great, so nothing to really complain about.
Yeah, and next up with the Falls Buffet, like I mentioned earlier, they have unique items with the ossobuco and the duck and some other items on here. They also have sugar-free desserts as well, so that is something to try if that is what you're looking for. The cons is the location. Like Simon said, they are further away east of downtown Seattle, so there is a drive there, especially if you're not that close by here. But I mean, they are a casino too, so if you're there, you can also play some games too.
And to kind of add on to that, they do have a hotel there. So as a casino and slash hotel resort, if you're staying there, you can stay there for a night and you can go try the place, and you can have great views of nature, and then try the buffet and also play a little games if that's what you want.
So next up, Mizuki Buffet. Pros will be service. They had really good service. I remember the server coming by, always refilling our drinks. Cons, definitely food options. Of the three buffets, they had the least amount of food options, even though there's a lot of similarities in terms of what they had, but in terms of size and food offerings, they had the least amount, especially when it came to desserts. The dessert section for Mizuki was the least impressive one to me.
Yeah, I'll echo you with that, Micah. It's kind of one of those things that maybe if we never visited the other two, it would have seemed a little bit better. But now, having compare it with other places that we've been to, you can just kind of see that it wasn't quite up to par as the other two buffets. And so, just of course, as this is our opinion, it's just it's a good buffet, but not one where it's just beating something else, especially with the prices being so similar. You just kind of you got to go for what you think is the best.
Yeah, and going through the dessert here, you can see that with Feast, they actually have the most type of desserts with both Western and Asian style desserts. And Feast also has a crepe station and a cotton candy station as well.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, Micah. That's actually the only cotton candy machine I've ever seen at a buffet. And, with the amount of buffets that we've gone to, and also other ones I've got with my family, that is the only place I've ever seen a cotton candy machine. So that was something that just kind of hit me, and I was really happy to see, even though I didn't have any, but I was just happy to see it.
And to wrap up the episode is our rankings. For the first one is a Feast Buffet. We named this one the number 1 because of location, the amount of food they have, the overall experience. They just have everything. So definitely give this one a try if you're looking for a buffet near Seattle.
And for the number 2 spot is the Falls Buffet, located at the Snoqualmie Casino. This buffet pretty much is one of your typical buffets with a little bit unique items. Of course, the location over out in the forest, and along with all the nature that you can see while you're eating, that is, it gives you that kind of special dining experience, especially considering a buffet. So definitely, if that's something you're looking for, go try them over there.
And for the third spot here goes to Mizuki Buffet. This was the least impressive buffet that we went to, so we gave it the number 3rd spot here. While they lack in terms of variety of food, they do make it up for service, so definitely give them a try if you're looking for something a little bit closer to you if you're in Tukwila location.
If you've enjoyed the content you've seen, don't forget to support the channel and hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see additional pictures of food and our travels, go over to our Instagram page and follow us there. And thanks for watching.